All right, guys, what's going on? Today, we're going to be learning how to change out this pulley because you see how it sounds right there? Horrible, like nails on a chalkboard. So usually when your pulley starts to sound like this, or better yet, your dryer starts to sound like this, first thing you need to do is just look at that pulley. Usually 9 times out of 10, the pulley's already just worn out from the inside, basically in the middle of the bearing, and then, every time that it tumbles, it sounds super, super loud. So usually when you're gonna take off the top panel, in the very back, it's either 5/16 screws or 1/4 inch screws. So just keep a 1/4 bit or a 5/16 bit with you just to be able to take it off. And basically you just slide it all the way back and the top panel will come off. These are one of a little bit more complicated jars to disassemble, so just please pay close attention. Right there, a bunch of 1/4 inch screws. You want to take off that front panel, disconnect those two connectors to the control board and to the light, and then it'll come right out of that little peephole. But yeah, these are just a little bit more of the complicated ones, so kind of take your time. I did speed up this video because it was like 20 minutes long and I didn't want to make y'all wait, so just trying to make it a little bit shorter so you can kind of pause it whenever you need to and not just wait the whole entire 20 minutes. So usually the ones that you need is a 5/16, your Phillips, your 1/4 inch. Those are all the bits that you're probably going to end up needing, and probably the 3/8 because that's the one that holds the pulley. So right there are the two Phillips screws. After that, you'll have probably a total of 4 screws at the bottom. They're all 1/4 inch. It was kind of hard to get an angle on them so you can see them, but there was only 2, so someone's already been here. They didn't put the other 2 back. And then you get the 3 on top and just slide the panel off. But just be careful because it might catch you off guard when it comes off, because this one has the little door switch. And just be careful when you're taking it off. So just put it to the side when it comes off. There, right there, you see me blowing all that lint and hair. It's because they have dogs, and that's why this one's like super, super linty and hairy, basically. But that panel just has a bunch of 1/4 inch screws, and just put it with the other one. And always try to keep your screws with the part that you took off so you know which screws belong where for the most part. So there, taking that bracket off. Well, it didn't even actually have a bracket. I didn't even notice, but it's just like muscle memory. I know what screws to take off. So right there you have your little wire harness. What you want to do is just press the pin. Yeah, so like I was saying, you want to press the pin on those. Or at least the one on the very top. And then you can break the other one at the bottom if you'd like. But yeah, the ones that basically holds this one, it's a bunch of 1/4 inch screws. So yeah, just lift it off the hooks and then just pull back. Same thing, just put it to the side. Now, after you take off the belt, just be sure you have enough room to work with it. So if I remember correctly, it's either we change this pulley out or I show you how to end up fixing it. So this is the 3/8 bit that I was talking about. That's the only screw that you'll probably need it for in this job. So let's just see. Okay. And the only reason I'm using my wrench is because my drill doesn't really fit in there. So, all right. So after we take it off, this is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so we just ended up fixing it, not replacing it. So look, that's your pulley. What I'm going to do is basically take off that little wheel with the little triangle tab that it has on. Be careful because those things end up breaking. So just be careful. You don't have that they might come off when it's running. So what you want to do is basically sand it down like very, very well. So it's not basically rust on rust and causing that sound. But after you're done sanding that part of the pulley, you're going to take your sandpaper, you're going to roll it up where it can fit into the actual wheel, and then start sanding the middle part of it as well. Because that's where the main sound is coming from. So just roll up your sandpaper, put your flat blade through it, and then just start sanding down that middle part as best as you can. That way, it'll basically give more life to your pulley. So just take your time, but be sure you're really getting it in there, not just like the very edge of it, everything in the middle, because it's really essential. And right there, what you see that's next to the pulley, that can, that right there is grease for high temperature. So basically, I bought this at AutoZone for like $9. I've had it for like 2 years, and I'm not even halfway done with it. It works really good. So what I do is I basically get a little bit, put it in the middle, and then I'll apply some on the pulley as well, just so it can be well lubricated, and just keep it the way that it should be. And the way that it should be is basically not sounding like nails on the chalkboard. So don't get scared to be don't get scared if you're gonna end up getting greasy and dirty. I mean, this is part of the job. If you don't like it, then this really ain't for you, man. But like I said before, these videos are just to help you guys save yourself a quick buck, baby, and end up doing it yourself. So remember, like I always say, take pictures. Remember how you disassemble things. That way, when you need a point of reference, go back to that picture that you took, and you'll know exactly how the things were before you took them apart. So now we're just gonna mount the pulley back up, and be sure it's laying flat. And you don't have to tighten up the screw so tight, just where it's adjusted, where it's somewhat tightly on. Now we're just basically gonna work backwards. We're gonna reassemble everything and then test it right after and see where we're at. So right there, I was just struggling a little bit just to get in the center, but everything came out good. Now it's basically, like I said before, going backwards. So now get your drum. Be sure that you put your drum in well. Be sure it's actually mounted properly. Don't try to force anything in. Everything has to sit well. If you feel like you're forcing something, then you're probably doing something that's not right. Right here, I remember, I think I messed up because I put this panel on and I forgot to put the pulley. So bear with me, guys. We still all make mistakes just because we feel the pressure of being under a little bit of a rush. Because usually I run about 12 to 13 calls, and I try my best to be on time. So, but right there, what I'm showing you is that panel. You see the sides? It has to go past the point of the dryer. Those little eyelids on the sides can't be on the outside, because if they are, everything's going to be super tight and your door's not going to be laying flush on the side, and it's going to be noticeable. But there, now I finally remember, oh wait, I need to put the belt on. So just center your belt right on the markings where it was before, and then just put it to your motor, and then pull the pulley and place it on top of the pulley, and then you're good to go. I'll make a video on how to take off the pulley with the belt, and then put it back on maybe at a later date, because they're all really the same. It's only a certain amount that are a little bit different, that are complicated if you've never done them before. So right there, just hook them back up on the hooks. Make sure those things are at the back and not in the front, the side of that panel. And then, excuse me. And then right after that, just, go to town and just start working backwards. And like I said before, guys, just, take your time. The only reason why I sped up this video is, like I said before, is just I don't want to make you sit there and wait and watch 20 minutes of a video that, could probably be sped up, and you can just, pause it whenever you need to. So Because this video would have probably been like 20 minutes long, but that's just a little bit overkill for a pulley. So you kind of get the gist of it. Just disassemble, fix that pulley, and then reassemble, and then you're good to go. So after that bigger panel, just put in this smaller one. Go back into the position that you were. Put that bracket where that board's at. Put it on top of it. And at this point, I think every screw is basically just a bunch of 1/4-inch screws. And just it's really important to put them back, put the screws back in the hole that you took them out of, because if you don't, some things are not going to be laying flat. So just remember where you took them out from. And be sure to reconnect all your connectors. Be sure everything's still connected, because if you don't, something might not turn on. So just be careful. All right, so now we're going to put the door back on. Put that little door switch connector through the hole where it reaches all the way to the top. And then we will mount our door. All right, here we go. There it is. Okay, 3/4-inch screws at the top. Remember, when you open the door, it's 2 Phillips screws. Sorry about that. All right, so we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Bear with us. All right, so Phillips. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a tight fit, so just be sure that you remember where all your connections and screws are, so you don't basically or nowhere land. So there you go. We're done with this front door panel. I think we're basically done. And then we'll probably end up putting the top panel at the very end. But we'll end up testing it right now in a little bit. So, and right there, I just couldn't get that screw in. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. People that built these appliances did not think about the people that were going to disassemble them and reassemble them. They didn't make our life easy, so, but we got to take it, how they made it, so. All right. So, now, there you go, the Phillips screws on the inside. We just need that control panel in the front, just so we can turn it on and test it out, and then we're good to go. But you're gonna see a big difference. That sound's not gonna be there anymore, trust me. So once we put that, this one just has 2/4-inch screws that holds it. And remember, guys, when you're putting the screws back, just don't go crazy and try to tighten them up. That's how you strip them out, and then they won't be able to hold anything. So just be careful with that. All right, so here we're just gonna basically reconnect it. Just be careful reconnecting things, because you might get a little bit of shock if you don't know what you're doing. So power on, let's start. There you go, ready to go. But yeah, this was just to show you how to change the pulley. Stay tuned for the next one. Appreciate you guys for watching. Peace, like and subscribe for the boy. Appreciate you.